room is quiet after dark, streetlights fading on the wall. I sit alone with open hands, like I'm waiting for your call. Your name still rests inside my mind, like it never left my side. I try to let the silence win, but there is nowhere left to hide. I say I'm doing fine these days, like I've moved on somehow. But when the night gets close to me, I feel it all right now. After midnight, when the world is sleeping slow, I feel your memory more than I let them know. I tell myself I'm strong, I tell myself it's through. But after midnight, I still think of you. I walk past places we once stood, nothing feels the same. Even simple things we shared still whisper your name. I keep a steady face outside, like nothing's out of place. But every quiet second here still holds your space. They ask me if I'm moving on, I answer with a smile, but they don't see the weight I keep hidden all the while. After midnight, when the noise has faded down, I hear your voice in the silence all around. I try to let you go, like I'm supposed to do. But after midnight, I still think of you. If I had one more chance, I would hold you longer than I would say the words I care again and again. I never thought the last goodbye would come without a sign. Now I replay it in my head one more time. After midnight, I'm alone with what we were. Every small detail, every single word. I'm learning how to breathe without you in the room. But after midnight, you still come back too soon. Morning light will slowly rise, and I will play my part. But after midnight, you're still inside my heart. Used to talk for hours, now we barely say a word. Silence fills the space between every sound unheard. I still sit on your side of what we used to share. Even when you're not around, I feel you everywhere. Tell myself it's for the best, that we both needed space. But every quiet afternoon still carries your face. There's a quiet between us that I don't know how to break. Every memory stays, no matter what I say. I try to let it fade, I try to walk away, but there's a quiet between us that never goes away. I scroll through old messages, reading words again, simple lines that meant so much back when it was then. I almost press your name, but I stop before I do. Some distances are made of time, some are made of truth. They think I've moved ahead, like nothing pulls me back, but there's a part of me still standing where we cracked. There's a quiet between us that follows me at night, in every empty room, in every dim street light. I say I understand why we had to change, but there's a quiet between us that still remains. If I could ask you one last thing, I'd ask if you still care, if you ever stop and think of moments that we shared, or if I'm just a chapter now, closed and put away, while I'm still reading every line we wrote day by day. There's a quiet between us, and I carry it alone, like an echo in my chest that feels like home. I'm learning how to live with words we never said. There's a quiet between us, still ringing in my head. There's a quiet between us long after you've left. So I let the night fall slow and breathe in what is true. There's a quiet between us, and it still sounds like you. I walk past our old street today. Nothing there has really changed. The same small store, the same cafe, but everything feels strange. I stood outside for just a while, watching people come and go, trying not to think about how we were not long ago. I tell myself it's just a place, just a road I used to know, but every step I take around brings me back to you somehow. I miss the way it used to be, when your hand was holding mine, when simple days felt easy and love did not need time. Now I'm standing on my own with memories I can't release. I miss the way it used to be, the quiet and the peace. Found a picture in my phone from a night we laughed so hard. No one there could see the end, no sign of falling apart. We looked so sure about the world, like nothing could go wrong. Now I stare at that small screen and wonder where we lost. They say that life keeps moving on, that hearts can learn to bend, but some goodbyes don't really fade, they just quietly extend. I miss the way it used to be, when hope was always near, when every plan we made felt simple and clear. Now I'm learning how to stand without you next to me, but I still miss the way it was, the way it used to be. If I could sit with you again, no anger, no regret, I'd listen more than speak at all, so nothing is left unsaid. I would thank you for the days that felt so warm and true, even if they did not last, they still belong to you. I miss the way it used to be, but I know we can't go back. Some roads we walk together, some fade into black. I'm holding on to what was good and letting go slowly. I miss the way it used to be, but I'm learning to be free. I miss the way it used to be, still living inside of me. So I let the evening fall and breathe in memory. I miss the way it used to be, and that's enough for me. And that's enough for me. I never thought the house would feel so different overnight. The same old walls, the same old doors, but something's not right. Your jacket's gone from by the chair, your shoes are not in place. It's strange how much an empty room can hold your shape. I move around like nothing changed, like I'm okay somehow, but every quiet corner here feels heavier now. When the room feels different and your voice is not around, I turn to say your name, but there's no sound. I try to tell myself that I'll be fine without you. When the room feels different, I don't know what to do. I keep the television on just to fill the space, to stop my thoughts from drifting back to your familiar face. I almost reach across the bed in the middle of the night, forgetting for a moment that you're no longer by my side. They think I'm getting stronger now, that time is doing about a hotel when the room feels different at the ending of the day. I sit with all the words we never got to say. I try to understand why things had to change when the room feels different. Nothing feels the same. If I had known the last goodbye would come without a sign, I would have held you closer then and taken more time. I would have said the simple things I kept inside my heart. Not let another small mistake pull us apart. When the room feels different, I'm learning how to stand with memories in my chest and empty hands. I carry what we were in everything I do. When the room feels different, I still think of you. When the room feels different, I'm slowly moving through the night, move soft and low, and I let the shadows fall. When the room feels different, I'm learning through it all. I saw your name by accident on someone else's screen. It caught my breath for just a second, like you had never been. Gone from all the days we had, or from the life we knew. It's strange how time keeps moving on, but stops when it's about you. I tell myself I'm stronger now that I have learned to stand, but certain moments pull me back before I understand. You're still here in my mind in ways I can't explain, in every small reminder, in every drop of rain. I say I've let you go like I'm supposed to do, but you're still here in my mind, like nothing ever changed between us two. Past the park we used to sit and talk about our plans. We thought the world was wide enough to fit inside our hands. And now I walk that path alone with headphones in my ears, trying not to think about those early hopeful years. They think I've closed that chapter, that I don't look behind, but some stories stay open long after goodbye. You're still here in my mind, in every quiet night, in every empty hallway. Without your light, I try to move ahead, to start again somehow, but you're still here in my mind even now. If I could speak without if I'm only someone you used to know back then, while I still hold the memory again and again. You're still here in my mind, in everything I do, in every small decision that once included you. I'm learning how to live with what we left behind, but you're still here in my mind. Long after we cross the line, you're still here in my mind, and maybe that's just fine. So I let the evening come and close another day. You're still here in my mind, in a quiet, steady way. I replay that night again, the way you looked at me, like you were waiting for a word I never let you see. I thought there would be more time to say what I had planned, but moments fade so quietly, right through your hands. I kept my feelings guarded like they would always wait. I never thought that holding back could change our fate. If I never said it, I hope you somehow knew, in every small detail, it was always you. Even when I stayed quiet, even when I turned away, if I never said I loved you, I felt it every day. I remember how you smiled when I would lose my way. You had a steady kind of heart that made me wanna stay. But I was scared of something real, too careful with my pride. Now I'm left with words I kept locked up inside. They say that some things happen the way they're meant to be, but I still wonder what we'd have if I let you see. If I never said it, I hope you felt the truth in every silent promise, in every bit of proof. I was just afraid of what my heart could lose if I never said I loved you. It was because I knew. If I could stand before you now with nothing left to hide, I would let the walls fall down and put my fear aside. I would speak in simple words, not strong, not loud, not fast, just honest and clear about what we had. If I never said it, I'm saying it tonight, in the quiet of this room, under fading light. You were more than just a part of who I used to be. If I never said I loved you, it still lives inside of me. If I never said I loved you, it was always deep in me. So wherever you are now, I hope your heart is free. If I never said it, you still meant everything to me. I walk the streets we used to know. The lights feel dim tonight. Every corner holds a trace of moments once so bright. I hear you laugh within my mind, though no one else can hear. I keep the memory close, even though you're not here. I tell myself I've moved along, that time will make it right. But every quiet street I pass brings back your light. Memories in the dark, they follow me around. I try to leave them all behind, but they won't stay down. I say I'm fine, I say I'm strong, but it's not true. Memories in the dark still lead me back to you. I keep your letters in a drawer, I read them slow at night. Each word reminds me what I lost and what felt so right. I thought the world could wait for us, I thought we had all time. But some things fade too quietly, even love like mine. I smile at friends, I play my part, I do what I should do. But in the shadow of the past, I always think of you. Memories in the dark, they follow me around. I try to leave them all behind, but they won't stay down. I say I'm fine, I say I'm strong, but it's not true. Memories in the dark still lead me back to you. If I could turn the clock again, I'd say the words I missed. I'd hold you close, I'd stay awake for every stolen kiss. Now all that's left are echoes soft of what we used to be. I walk alone through night and wind, carrying history. Memories in the dark, they follow me still. I try to face the morning light and climb another hill. I'm learning how to live with them and all we've been through. Memories in the dark always come back to you. The night drifts slowly into dawn, and I take my first deep breath. Memories in the dark are what I'll carry next. I see your shadow in my mind, though you are far away. Every little thing I do reminds me of that day. The coffee cup, the empty chair, the way the wind blows cold. I try to move, I try to smile, but it still takes hold. I tell myself I've learned to cope, that time will ease the ache. But some nights fall too quietly for my heart not to break. I'm falling slowly again into the thoughts of you. I say I'm doing fine, but that's not true. Every corner of this room still whispers your name. I'm falling slowly again, like nothing's changed. I walk the streets we used to know, and everything feels strange. The laughter there, the quiet parks all hold a subtle change. I almost reach for what is gone before I stop my hand, trying to keep the pieces here where they might still stand. They think I move, they think I'm strong, but no one sees inside the moments when I stumble back to where our love resides. I'm falling slowly again into the thoughts of you. I say I'm doing fine, but that's not true. Every corner of this room still whispers your name. I'm falling slowly again, like nothing's changed. If I could go back one more time, I'd hold you close and stay. I'd speak the words I never said before you walked away. Now all that's left are memories that softly pull me down. I learned to carry them alone through this quiet town. I'm falling slowly again, but learning how to stand, holding pieces of the past within my hands. I know the world moves on, though I remember that I'm falling slowly again, but I will rise again. The night drifts softly past my eyes, and I breathe one steady breath. I'm falling slowly again, but I'm still here, still left. past the places we once knew. Every step reminds me of you. The cafe corner, the old street sign, all the moments we left behind. I try to breathe, I try to move, but every memory pulls me through. A quiet echo of what we had, soft and lingering, never bad. I tell myself it's all okay, the time will slowly heal. But even in the brightest day, your shadow I can feel. Traces of you remain in everything I do. I say I've let it go, but it's not quite true. Every thought, every sigh, every small hello, traces of you always follow me so. I found your sweater in a drawer. The scent is faded, but I'm sure it brings me back to winter nights when everything felt right. I smile and shake my head, trying to leave it all unsaid, but some part of me will stay where our memories softly lay. They think I've moved ahead, that I've closed the door, but some things never really end. They linger even more. Traces of you remain in everything I do. I say I've let it go, but it's not quite true. Every small hello, traces of you always follow me so. If I could see you one last time, I'd tell you what you mean. The little ways you shape my life and moments in between. Hold the quiet in my hands and thank you for it all. Even if we never meet again, even if you never call, traces of you stay with me through the day, in all the small decisions, in the words I say. To walk ahead, but I don't let go. Trace of you remain more than you know. The night drifts softly, slow and kind, and I let the memories be traces of you, always a part of me. I walk alone down empty streets where laughter used to stay. Every corner tells a story, a moment slipped away. The cafe bench, the old bookstore, the park where we would meet. All the little pieces now feel like they repeat. I tell myself I'm moving on, that life will carry through. But when when I stop and close my eyes, I still see you walking through yesterday with your shadow by my side. I try to leave it all behind, but the memories won't hide. Every step, every glance, every word unspoken, walking through yesterday with pieces left unbroken. I hear the songs we used to play, they float across the square. Every note reminds me of the way you used to care. I touch the things you left behind and wonder what they mean. How a heart can keep the past and live in between. They think I've closed the door, that I no longer care. But some roads are never gone, even if you're not there. Walking through yesterday with your shadow by my side. I try to leave it all behind, but the memories won't hide. Every step, every glance, every word unspoken, walking through yesterday with pieces left unbroken. If I could hold one moment back, I'd keep it close to me. The way you smile, the way we laughed, the way we used to be. But some things only linger in the corners of the mind. I walk them every night and hope that I will find. Walking through yesterday with your shadow by my side. I try to leave it all behind, but the memories won't hide. Every step, every glance, every word unspoken, walking through yesterday with pieces left unbroken. The night falls soft, the streetlights glow. I breathe and carry on, walking through yesterday until the light